Hey guys, welcome to another video. About to start on this 18th century longboat from Model Expo. I bought this kit about 2 to 3 years ago. It has tools in it, it has glue in it. It's supposed to have everything you need to complete this kit. Let me get this out of the way. It's what they call a true plank-on frame. It's not a bad little kit. And I'm doing it because I haven't done a whole lot. I'm working on the Pearl, and I have not done hulls before on a actual boat where the hull is not a flat surface. I did a river boat. I have not done a boat such as this where I'm going to actually have to do some filling and sanding and, just basically do some tricks of the trade. So I'm going to do an out-of-box review on this first, and there are some good things and there's some bad things about this kit. I think it's really awesome because it came with all the tools. It came with tools. It came with glue. Here it shows some white glue. It doesn't have white glue. It has clamps. Overall, pretty good looking kit. Also going to touch on some things that I'm not too impressed with. So let me go ahead and open up the box. And sorry, Goofy, don't mean to knock you in the head. Matter of fact, let me move the box out of the way, and I will bring things over one at a time. So first thing is the parts. It shows what strips you have, what wood sheets, what laser cut parts, plans, instructions, and the extras. Toolkit, paint set, brushes, clamps, glue. Pedestals are not furnished. You have to build it yourself. And then an ad flyer for Model Expo, which pretty good company. I've used them a lot. I've bought a lot of wooden kits over the years from them. So here's the clamps, set of 6 clamps. I have scads of clamps. These are going to come in handy, but if these didn't come in the kit, I have tons of clamps. Instructions. I'm very impressed with these instructions. This kit is aimed at a beginning modeler. It teaches you how to do a lot of things, how to sand some things, how to bend the planks. Very, very thorough coverage of how to build this kit. Few pictures where, plastic modelers, I do plastic models as well, and I do a lot of just looking at this plastic, and the instructions, and away I go. This tells you a lot how to drill holes and then flatten it, file the groove down, to make the sail, make iron bands for the boom, how to do some dead eyes, how to take a dowel and a couple of wood pieces and make the gaff for the sail itself. Like I said, very impressed with the instruction kit, or the instructions. 19 pages if you count the cover page. So, and there's no sails, but there is some rigging. So it's a lot of basic skills that you need to make a boat. Then got some paint brushes. Paint brushes are not anything to write home about. Looks like just some basic cheapo paint brushes. We'll see. It is nice that it has some wide ones and some detailed ones. Some parts of some of the parts for the kit itself. There's some dead eyes in here, some rings, brass wire, a little bit of string. Something like this in a larger kit, you get a plastic box full of this stuff. Not bad to have it like this in a small kit like this. What could be called decals. You cut these out and then you will glue them on wherever, where they belong. You can see it's got the outline here. You can see the outline here. There's 3 different shadings of it, and the 2 sides of the boat, as well as sides of the rudder. And I have looked at this stuff before, so if I seem really familiar with it. 1-to-1 scale plans, so that you can look. The scale on this is 1/4 inch to 1 foot. I think that's really close to 1/25 scale. And copyright 2011. They still make this boat. They don't make this particular kit with the supplies I have in it. Color plans for the boat. Really not a bad little kit. If you're looking to get into model shipbuilding, this would not be a bad kit to start with. Some brass wire, some brass flat pieces. Not going to open it up. These pieces are to make. You use this to make parts of the ship. Or I keep calling it a ship. It's just basically, it's a boat. It's a very small boat. And here are wooden, matter of fact, let me go ahead and open this up. This is wooden planking, and this is the stuff that you need to learn how to do. There's some dowels in here. You have to learn how to plank the hull of the boat. Various thicknesses. This is what most boats are planked in. Or no, this is a little bit thicker. The Black Pearl that I'm working on is a double plank model. It's where you put a thicker plank on top, or you put a thicker plank down first, and then you put the walnut strips down to cover it and make, that's the final covering. Lots of dowels in here. This is close to what the walnut is. It's very, very thin. It's very pliable. I'm sure in the instructions it tells you how to wet the wood, so that you can bend it, because you have to be able to bend the wood and not snap it to be able to make a wooden kit. And wetting the wood is the best way. And I know some of the guys from HobbyLink International are just rolling at me saying that. I also have what is known as a plank bender. I do not know if I will be using it or not. Some Instacure glue. There's a 1/2 ounce. It's the, let's see. I'm looking for the drying cure time. Sets in 5 to 10 seconds. This is the medium glue. It's CA glue. I will tell you, when you use CA glue on wood, it will stain the wood to where if you had a nice pale piece of wood, it will have a dark stain on it from the glue. I have done several wooden kits. It's just I've never done a boat of this. I've never done a boat with a hull like this one. Inside here, this is where the meat and potatoes of the model are, and it is a very small model. Doesn't mean it's not complicated. Doesn't mean it's not worthwhile doing. You got a base. I have several stains. I'll stain this something. I'll stain it some color. Not sure what this is. I know it's gonna. It's probably going to be bent in some way, shape, or form. You got the after the boat. Want to say those are oar locks. You've got some oars here. Some more wooden pieces that, I'll cut them out and sand them as I go along. This is what it means by a true plank-on frame. This kit starts out as what is known as plank-on bulkhead, because these are bulkheads because they're solid pieces. Once the planking is glued to it on the outside and dried, then I'll go back and I will cut here and here on all of these to cut this metal piece out. That middle piece will come out, and then it'll truly, literally have a frame, or it'll just be the what is it? Yeah, you'll have the frame here left, and the bulkhead portion will be gone. Looking at this, and here's more. This is the keel. Some call it a false keel. This is the keel, and looking at these, if it goes straight across, literally, it's going to cut down to where this part is the only thing that's there. There's not going to be like the Black Pearl. This is open here, but there's a spot here in the middle. Going to be interesting to see how that goes together. I've never done something like this. You know, I've never done a plank on frame of this type. Looking forward to getting going on this. I truly enjoy doing wooden models. They're a lot of fun. They're a little bit more complicated than plastic. And when you work with wood, if something goes wrong, it's usually a lot easier to repair, to make a new part than I found plastic to be. This is one of the best parts of the kit. This wooden box with these tools came with the kit. You've got a sanding block, you know, with one small piece of sandpaper. I've got plenty of sandpaper. You've got X-Acto handles. Let me see. That is probably a hole punch. It's a hole punch of some sort, so that you can put nails, or I'm not sure what I'm going to have to use it for. A wedge. Same things that you would use in carpentry. Hang on. I got that too far down there. Like I said, another X-Acto handle. I can always use more of those. Probably, these are probably going to be part of how you remove the bulkhead portion. These are chisel blades. And these are really nice containers. I mean, they're not your cheap plastic. They are hard plastic. A couple more chisel blades. And I don't have any blades like these, so welcome addition to my toolkit. Looks like some number 11s. Oh, that's the number 2 actually, but just some regular X-Acto blades. And you can hear how tight those are in there. Some curved blades. I mean, they literally provide you with enough blades that if you make them dull, you can replace them. Another X-Acto handle. And this, you can see this handle and this handle are different sizes. Let's see. Some drill bits. Pair of tweezers. A pin vise for the drill bits. Metal miter box, very nice. Saw's a little bit dinged up, but it could be just because it's been sitting in here. Razor saw, that's what this handle is for. And like I said, so far, everything I've shown you, I'm very pleased with about this kit. Came with a couple of files. Magnet is supposed to be stuck down in there to keep the files in place. The glue has worn out. You got a flat file and a round file. some more X-Acto blades, and these are your number 11s. You know, the standard X-Acto blade that most everybody uses. And for what I paid for this kit, don't get me wrong, this kit was, I bought it like 3 years ago. I think I got it for $49, which a similar kit right now. Sorry, I got a skin tag. Similar kit like to this right now with the tools and the paint, just not quite the same tools, I don't think, runs about $69 and a set of nippers. Not bad. This toolkit by itself is probably worth more than the model, more than what I paid for the model, especially with the nice box. And then it comes with, and this is where the disappointment comes in. It comes with the paint you need. Supposed to be all the paint you need. Let me see. Let me find them. There are. Okay, that one. So, clear satin to seal the model. Just clear paint. Wood conditioner, not sure what that's for. I'm sure it's in the instructions. English oak, and I believe this is paint, not stain. It could be stain, but it's liquid. Here's the problem I have. And like I said, the kit's 3 years old. Who knows how long it sat on the shelf. I'm waiting to hear back from them. I left a message because I actually have bought other paints from them before, which the other ones are like 7 years old, but I've got 15 bottles of paint that all look like this. They've all dried out. And this one here, I've been working with. That paste in there looked like this before. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get these paints back. That's what I'm waiting to hear from them. I'm not going to, you know, all I'm looking for is them to respond and tell me, yeah, the paints can be recoverable. They're not going to be recoverable, what have you. I'll replace these with craft paints. Not a big deal. But you would think, and see, this is my only problem, like I said, with the kit in its entirety. Actually, it's my only problem I've ever had with Model Expo. I have 15 bottles of their paint that they sell at $5. This jar is $5, $5.50 actually, and it dried out. It was closed, it was never opened, and it's dry. That's not acceptable, but I'm not going to, you know, if they say no, too bad. Not much I can do. The kit is 3 years old since I bought it. Never opened any of their paints, but, you know, that's how it goes. So let me get this stuff and put it all back in. And I'm not running them down at all. I hope you understand that. I'm not running them down. I'm just disappointed with the paints. Overall, my impression of this kit is it's going to be a lot of fun. Paint notwithstanding, the paint is crap. I mean, I'm going to replace it with craft paint and have just as good a paint. Put this back in. This sheet was originally down in the bottom of the box. Put all these parts back in. And this, probably about a $2 bottle of glue. Not bad. I've used this. It's the same stuff as, actually, let me see. I do believe my paint might be dried out too. If it is, I mean, I can't open it right now. Oh, wait, no. It's actually pretty thick. I don't know if you can see it there moving around. But it is actually, it's pretty thick. So not a problem with the paint. Or, I mean, not the paint, the glue. Overall, looking forward to this kit. It's going to be a fun kit. It's going to teach me some skills I don't have yet. And if you're interested in doing wooden ship models. If you don't want to pay for the shipping and everything like it costs to bring a kit over from overseas, because I would go with Oakry first. But if you want to go with an American company, this is not a bad company. I have a lot of stuff from Model Expo. I have not had any problem other than the paint's drying out. So, well worthwhile. Hope you follow along when I build this. I'm going to start sometime tomorrow. I just did my live stream. Actually left me enough time to do this video afterwards. And hope you follow along. It's, like I said, I'm going to start working on it tomorrow probably. I'm going to hold off on the pearl for a while I build this, just so I can develop some more skills. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you return for the rest of this build, and hope you have a great evening. Like and subscribe, and take care of yourself out there. I will talk to you next time.